What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Fit Parent Podcast. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. Sorry, that's my dog that's flapping her ears right next to me. I got a good topic today, but if you would, go ahead. If you're watching this live, make sure to put a hashtag live or put a hashtag replay. All right, make sure that I know that you're tuning in. And at any point, guys, shoot me a DM. Drop a comment if you're getting any value or what your number one takeaway was from this episode. Because today, I'm bringing the fire today. All right. And if you are watching this on the, appreciate you, Liz, for sharing this. If you are watching this on the live, guys, or on the, if you're listening to this on the podcast, make sure that you share this podcast with someone that might get some value because, you never know. You never know who needs help. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. Do you lack motivation? Okay. So I'm bringing some damn fire today. Okay. I'm bringing some fire because overall, this is what most people lack. People lack, if anything, it can be knowledge, right? It can be not knowing what to eat. It can be not knowing what to do. It can be all this, right? But I think the major thing is that people lack motivation. So I want you to think about it for a second. Okay. And if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to get in shape, if you want to just change your life, get healthier, whatever your reason is, okay, whatever that is, figure out why. Why do you want it, right? Why do you want to achieve whatever goals that you have? Like there's got to be there's a deeper reason, and I think. Like motivation, it comes and goes. Like I know I've said this multiple times in previous podcasts, like motivation comes and goes, but I want you to figure out why you want this in the first place, okay? Because if you do that, guess what? Then those days that you don't feel motivated, like they'll become easier, right? And this is what, like whenever someone like is like talking to me about getting into their fitness journey, right? They say, well, they don't have the motivation, right? They lack motivation. And one of the first things that I kind of come to is like, well, why do you want this in the first place, right? Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Why do you want to lose 15? Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Because there's a deeper reasoning as to why someone wants to lose weight, right? This could be, then the reasons can vary from person to person. And I'll be straight up honest. I'll be straight up honest with everybody, and I'll be transparent. The reason why I started my fitness journey, literally 12 years ago, was because I was really skinny. I was a skinny kid, skinny senior. I didn't like the way that my arms were. I didn't like the way that how I was just a skinny individual. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And the main reason, right, and that's one of the reasons, right, I hated being skinny. But the main reason, right, the main reason why I started my fitness journey, why I started working, is because I wanted to get a girlfriend. I wanted to pick up chicks. Like that was, I'll be straight up with you, right? That's the reason why I started it. And like I said, I'm being transparent because it's the truth. Like everybody has the reason why they want to achieve whatever their said goal, whatever goal it is that they have. So that was my reason. Of course, as time progresses, I'm married now, so I'm not trying to pick up chicks. But I'm doing it to sustain my healthy lifestyle. I'm trying to do it to show my kids, okay, well, you don't have to, you could be whatever age and still have a fit body, so that you can also, be healthy long-term, because, health is something that, diabetes, that's a family history of mine. Diabetes is very common, but I want to prevent that. I don't want to have to even deal with any health issues as I get older. And plus I want to be active for my kids. My kids are starting to play t-ball and football and playing soccer. And what kind of dad am I if I can't even go outside and kick the ball without being exhausted, right? If I can't play with my kids, I can't jump with them on the trampoline. I can't enjoy their company, right, without getting exhausted. I don't want the ability of myself, right? I don't want that to be, okay, well, I can't play with you, Kingston. I can't play with you, Callaway. It's because, daddy's just out of shape. He's out of breath. I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to limit myself. So that's the reasons now. So whenever you're lacking motivation, right? Figure out why you want this. Right? Maybe it's because you see a photo, right? You take a high school reunion or any type of photo. You take a photo with somebody and you don't like the photo, right? If you don't like the way that you look in a photo or even in the mirror by yourself when you're looking at yourself, if you're not satisfied, that should be the motivation that you need to do something else, right? And that's like People say that all the time, well, I don't have the motivation. If you feel disgusted on the way that you look and what you're doing is not getting you anywhere at all, and what you're doing is not getting the results, then you need to do something else. Then you need to focus in. That should be the motivation that you need to be healthier, to lose the weight, whatever goal it is that you have. That should be the motivation in itself, right? And again, everybody has their different levels. Everybody has whatever goal that they have. But most of the time, I feel that I get a lot is that people tell me that they don't like the way that they look. They don't like the way that they fit in their clothes. They look like a whale. They feel disgusted. They feel ashamed. They feel, they just don't like themselves in general. And that should be, use that. Like you lack motivation, but you hate the way that you look. So if you change the way that you look, do you think that would make you happier, right? Do you think that would make you a better mom, a better dad? Right. So use that. Don't just brush it off. That's to be the motivation that you need. And again, it's like, well, I really want to change. I really want this, but I don't know the tools. I don't know how to do it. Sometimes I don't feel like getting out of bed. And that's why I'm always like, okay, well, figure out. And if you're in a fitness journey, maybe you've been crushing it for that last 2 weeks, maybe a month, right? And you're in a fitness journey, but then all of a sudden you just like, screw this. I'm not doing this no more. This is boring. Again, think about the reason why you wanted to start in the first place. Because I'm telling you, like there's seasons, and this is what I call them. I call them seasons, because there are going to be times in your fitness journey where you're not going to feel 100% motivated. You're not going to feel like you want to continue. And that's why having a coach is so important, right? You get free programs, you get programs all the time. You can read articles, you can do all this. But when you have a coach, it's like, okay, well, they can inspire you. They can instill, they can spark that motivation. They can coach you and guide you. Okay, well, why do you want this? Okay, so, tell me what you're going through. And that's the whole point about having a coach, and it's having someone that can hold you accountable. Because again, there's going to be times like if I didn't have a coach, just whenever I did my fitness competition, like I probably wouldn't have made it. But I needed a coach. And that's why coaching is so important. That's why having someone to hold you accountable is so important. So guys, firsthand, I'm going to go ahead and reiterate. If you lack motivation, always remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. Always remind yourself why you want to achieve the goal that you want to achieve in your fitness journey, whether that be to live longer, healthy lifestyle, to lose 10, 15, 20 pounds, right? It doesn't matter what that is, okay? It doesn't matter what that is. But if you lack the motivation, figure out, write it down on a sticky note. If you have to tell yourself every single morning, put on your bathroom mirror, I don't care. But everybody at some point is going to lose the motivation. But if you have that goal in mind and you have the reason why you want to achieve that goal, you're more liable to stick to it. And again, motivation comes and goes, but the most important thing is that having the discipline to do the things that you need to do in order for you to accomplish that goal over motivation, right? And I think a lot of times, like I'll get this from a lot, I did check-ins today. And there's one of my clients that literally has done everything this past week that I told her to do, right? She completed everything, did everything that I told her to do. And she even told me on her check-in, her check-in form that I send out to him. She said, man, I had this surgery, I had this done. And it's been a bad week. It's been a very, rough week. But the key thing is she wasn't motivated to continue for that week because she could have used any excuse. I wasn't feeling well. Oh, I had surgery. She went to the dentist, right? But she still got it done. And that's not motivation, right? That's discipline, right? Because she wasn't motivated. Having a rough week, going through a procedure, and also, go to the dentist, like you're not going to feel motivated during that week. You're going to want to lay down, kind of relax, but still doing the stuff anyways. That's called discipline. So I think that's what most people lack. They lack the discipline, okay? Because motivation comes and goes. But when you have the discipline to get shit done anyways, that's whenever you crush your fitness journey. That's whenever you reach your goals, is getting the stuff done, regardless of the fact that you don't want to do it. And guys, I think most of us, whenever you're just starting out, most of you, once you start creating this healthy lifestyle, once you start changing your habits, and again, it takes 90 days to change a habit, You can look it up. But once you start changing these habits, you'll start to enjoy the process. Like it happens, right? You know how most people are addicted to sugar, right? Because they consume sugar all the time. Oh my God, I crave sugar. Oh God, I love sugar. The reason is because they've been doing it for so long. Okay. Same thing. People that smoke, they get that nicotine addiction, right? It's hard to break that. It's because at first, nobody likes smoking cigarettes. Nobody likes dipping at first. But when they continue to do it, they get addicted to it. Just like exercise, just like, eating healthy, it causes you to want to do it more because you'll find things that you love. Okay. You'll find things that you enjoy. And that's what it's all about, creating that into your lifestyle. What do you like to do as exercise? All right. What foods do you like to eat? You may not like the same things I eat, but as long as it works for you, that's what it's all about. Right? There's no one size fits all for everybody. Everybody has a different plan. The key thing is you find what you love so that you can stick to it. And this will help also with your motivation, because probably the things that's what's preventing you, the reason why you're telling yourself that you're lacking motivation is because you haven't found what works best for you, right? You haven't found what works best for you. So with that being said, guys, we all lack motivation, all right? And it's having the discipline to continue. It's all about finding the right plan for you, because I'm telling you, once you start creating this habit of eating better and getting in a routine and exercising, being active on a day-to-day basis instead of not doing shit at all and being lazy and complaining about where you are, that's what you need to do. It will get easier over time, but you still have to, you got to press on, people. You got to press on. All right. So with that being said, I hope you got some value. And again, if you would please just share this to your Instagram story. You can tag myself at TylerPorto_IF. It should be in the show notes on the podcast. And also, if you know someone is going to get some value, you can always share this podcast with somebody. I would really, really appreciate it. And you can leave a 5-star rating on iTunes. Other than that, I hope everyone got some value. If anybody needs anything else, just DM me. I'll be more than happy to help you. All right. Catch you later, guys, on the next episode. Peace.